3 reasons you're not losing fat. Let's talk about it. You see, this is a common theme that I see with a lot of my clients and just in general. And notice that I didn't say weight loss, I said fat loss. There's a huge difference. You see, losing weight and losing fat are completely different. Weight is all the components in your body put together. Your muscle mass, your body fat, your skeletal mass, your hydration levels, pretty much everything goes into your overall weight. While body fat is just a single component of your weight. Just one single component, like muscle's a single component. But you see, a lot of us get caught up in just weight, overall weight, which is not the same as losing fat, which actually goes hand in hand with the first reason why you aren't losing fat. Have you ever lost a lot of weight and you just ended up skinny fat or looking kind of scrawny and just, kind of soft, no definition? This is because there's a lack of muscle mass there. So we cut down and just worry about a calorie deficit, just trying to lose a lot of weight, but we aren't worried about our muscle mass. And this is why our body's composition is thrown off and we still have a high body fat percentage while losing a lot of weight. Muscle is what's going to give your body shape, give you definition. You want some nice shoulders, a nice chest, some nice legs, abs. That's all muscle right there. If you have no muscle, you're not really going to have any of that. Maybe some abs depending on your inserts and your genetics, but you can also grow your abs. Not to mention that the more muscle you have, the faster your metabolism is working, because your metabolism needs to speed up and keep up with that muscle mass. So you're actually burning more calories just at rest or even when you're sleeping. You need to build muscle or try to retain as much muscle while you're in a calorie deficit so that you can force your body to burn fat for fuel and not burn any muscle. You see, a lot of people lose a lot of muscle when they're losing weight because they don't track their protein, they don't strength train enough, so it doesn't give their body a reason to hold on to any muscle. Number 2, you aren't eating enough. This is another one I see with a lot of my clients. I see a lot of people having huge 1,000 calorie deficits, 800 calorie deficits, essentially starving themselves. And I get thermodynamics that if you're in a calorie deficit, you're gonna lose weight, but that's not telling you what kind of weight you're losing. So when I see these people having 1,000 calorie deficits and they're struggling to lose weight, it's because they're slowing their metabolisms down. Think of your metabolism as a furnace. You need to keep feeding it coal to keep on burning. If you stop feeding it coal, it doesn't burn. So if you stop feeding your body as much as it needs, it's not gonna have a reason to keep that metabolism going. So say you're eating 1,500 calories for the day, your body's gonna adapt to that and slow down, because why would it need to work any harder if it's not getting those calories to work harder? So you're actually hindering your own weight loss progress and slowing down the process. First, if you had just a small 200 to 300 calorie deficit, had a high protein diet, trained 4 to 5 times a week, and forced your body to burn fat. And another good tip for speeding up your metabolism is having small meals throughout the day to keep it going. A lot of people like to save their calories for one big meal at the end of the day, but that's killer for your metabolism. You need to get that metabolism going nice and strong early in the day. So nice, small, high protein, high fiber meals throughout the day is gonna speed that metabolism up in no time. Plus the extra muscle mass, bro, that metabolism is just gonna go insane. So make sure you're eating enough and don't starve yourself. Maybe a 200 to 300 calorie deficit. I know it's small, but it adds up. After 10 days, that's 3,000 calories, and you didn't starve yourself, and you're retaining muscle and probably putting on some muscle. Number 3, this is a huge killer, and it's winning the weekends. I see a lot of clients Monday to Friday, they're locked in, diet's locked in, gym's locked in, everything is going good. But once it hits the weekend, they just throw all that progress out the window with a cheat meal or a cheat day, a couple drinks, and it all adds up. It all creeps up on you. Think of how hard it was to be in that calorie deficit. It is so much easier to get those calories back than it was to burn it. So when you are having a couple of drinks or have a big cheat meal, you're just resetting your progress. So you're basically rewarding yourself by hindering your progress and going backwards, because all those calories that you burn throughout the week, they're coming right back on the weekend. A lot of people track their calories by the day. Me personally, I track my calories throughout the week. How many calories did I burn this week? I want to burn around 2,500 calories a week. Let's say that you were in a 300 calorie deficit Monday to Friday. Okay, that's 1,500 calories. Say you had a cheat meal and a couple drinks that equal to that. your calorie deficit's erased. There's no progress to be made then. You reset all of that progress. So you need to win the weekends. And I'm not saying you got to train on those days. A lot of people don't train on Sunday due to religious reasons. I don't work out on Sundays, but you can still keep the diet on check on Sundays. Maybe go on a little walk, do something with some family or some friends outside. It doesn't got to be at some vigorous training, but keep your calorie deficit or your diet on check on the weekends and you will reap the rewards that much faster. So win the weekends. So if you're stuck right now, make sure you're checking these 3 things. Are you actually building muscle or trying to retain muscle during this calorie deficit? Are you under eating and starving yourself and not getting enough calories? And then are you throwing away all the progress you made during the week on the weekends? These 3 things are huge fat loss killers and you need to make sure that you have all 3 of them in check. When I had these 3 things in check, my fat loss progress just started speeding up, man, really quick. And if you're struggling with getting started and don't really know what to do, I did just drop a free Fat to Fit program. Yes, a free Fat to Fit program for all of my subscribers. I'll throw the link in the description below. It's a pretty understandable bare program just to give you some basic knowledge and give you a good workout split to get started on your journey. So if you have any questions, drop a comment, shoot me a DM on Insta, drop a like, and hit the subscribe button. Peace.